Thanks for that, Fred. We've all seen how this pandemic has shifted our priorities, magnified what truly matters, time and relationship. In these trying times, the pandemic has led us, and myself included, to reflect. It led us to value the special bonds we have with our loved ones and prioritize our health and safety. It's not been easy for everyone, but I've seen the creativity of Filipinos in finding ways to make ends meet. Whether it be juggling multiple jobs, adding new rackets, or even starting new ventures. For that, I truly admire the can-do attitude and resilience to these challenges. Economists have been talking about a K-shaped recovery, referring to some people and industries flourishing in these days, while others are particularly affected. At Gcash, we understand the situation, and we have different financial solutions for everyone. Let me call on Jerome to help me introduce some of our Gcash features that could unlock solutions for the everyday challenges of every Filipino.
Thanks, JF. And as you may have already heard from our colleagues, our vision here at Gcash is finance for all, and we truly mean it. We feel very blessed to have become part of over 38 million Filipino lives, and we want to be able to provide more benefits, and one of which is to achieve one's financial potential. At Gcash, we want to be able to democratize access to financial services, breaking down barriers to entry for all Filipinos and making them realize that saving, investing, or even insuring your finances can be accessible to all. And I think the question for most Filipinos is how to begin. And this is why I'm excited to share that with just a tap of a button, any Gcash user can now access our suite of financial services from GSave, GInvest, GInsure, GCredit, and more. We're taking managing your finances, growing your money, and securing your future to the next level, all within the comfort of your homes.
Yeah, and to add to that, we've also tried our best to build these products to cater to your needs. Thanks to our partners, we believe we've been able to offer value for money products that allow you to make your money work for you. Let's start with GSave. For those who are unfamiliar with GSave, it's a product we built in partnership with CIMB. GSave is fully digital, secure, hassle-free. In fact, you only need one ID and a phone to open an account. Gone are the days of physically going to the bank, enduring long queues, and accomplishing mountains of paperwork only to end up finding out that you brought the wrong documents.
In addition, GSave doesn't require any maintaining balance, has no fees, and no initial deposit to start saving. And to top all of that off, GSave is also very competitive when it comes to interest rates compared to local banks. GSave accounts enjoy interest rates of up to 4% per year, and this is one of the highest interest rates in the country. We also want to highlight to our users the benefits of saving regularly through educational campaigns and features such as auto deposit. So let's take an example to help paint a better picture. So let's say you deposit just 500 pesos a week in GSave. You would have saved over 26,000 pesos after only a year. And after 5 years of this good habit, you would have saved 130,000 pesos and earned almost 11,000 pesos in interest. Imagine the peace of mind you and your family will have with this kind of money accumulated and accessible. Money doesn't grow on trees, it grows on GSave. And at Gcash, we want to create millions of millonarios.
Whether it be for an emergency fund or for that much-deserved vacation, you can now open a saving account without the hassle. And honestly, I think this is one of the reasons why we ended 2020 with over 3 million open accounts and just recently reached the 4 million customer mark. Thank you to those who trusted us and chose us to kickstart their saving journey with GSave. Another way you can make your money work for you at Gcash is through GInvest. We actually recently launched this product last March, and to date, we already have over 1 million registered users. That's how easy to use this product is. I'd like to call on our product head, Maxine, to tell us a little bit more about it.
Sure, JF. With GInvest, the money that you save on your Gcash can also be used to open an investment account that allows you to invest in both local and global funds. Again, no need to go to the bank or even have a bank account to start investing.
Thanks to our partners at Atram, we've been able to add 5 different funds for you to invest in. These funds are powered by Atram and international asset managers, so you can be assured that you're placing your money in a secure investment.
That's right. You can start investing for as low as 50 pesos in local funds and 1,000 pesos for global investment funds with no transaction fee. You just have to determine what investment strategy suits you. So if you are conservative in terms of investment, you could try our money market fund, which invests in time deposits and short-term financial instruments of banks like BPI and RCBC. Now, for investors that are willing to take on moderate risks, our Philippine Bond Fund is right for you, where you can invest in local bonds of large Filipino companies and even the government. Lastly, if you want to take on a more ambitious approach, you may choose our Philippine Equity Fund, where you can invest in the biggest companies in the country.
That's impressive. And we also mentioned earlier about global funds. Could you elaborate on it?
Sure. So for our global funds, we have exciting options for the user. For those that have always wanted to invest in these tech giants, our Global Technology Fund allows you to invest in companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft. On the other hand, for the users who are more interested in trailblazing consumer companies like Amazon and Alibaba, you may choose to invest in our Global Consumer Trends Fund.
That's right, and within the app, you will also be able to view the past 1-year return of the fund you've selected and monitor the movement of the fund in the charts displayed. Monitoring your investment has never been this easy, since all the information is now available through Gcash.
That's right. Can you imagine? The Global Consumer Trends Fund gained more than 80% in 2020 alone. It's almost like doubling your money. Users can monitor these returns and their transactions real-time through the GInvest feature. For us, we truly wanted to make investing more compelling and accessible in just a few taps. With GInvest, we are so excited to share this opportunity for Filipinos to access services that used to be exclusive. Ngayon, madali na silang makaka-invest sa mga reputable companies. And so we're happy to see that over 1 million of our users took a step to unlock limitless financial potential with GInvest. So if you haven't tried it out yet, the best day to start investing is today. Thanks again to our partners at Atram for allowing our 38 million users to gain access to these funds. And of course, this is only the beginning. Watch this space as we have lots more in store for you this 2021. So make sure you verify your Gcash account if you haven't yet, so that you can start making your money work for you.
Of course, we also understand that sometimes safety and security is more of a priority. In fact, if there's anything the past year has taught us, is that life is full of uncertainties. We've learned to never waste a moment to show our appreciation and love to the ones we hold dear. And what better way to show our love to our family than to protect them?
So at Gcash, we now offer solutions to protect yourself and your family without breaking the bank. You can easily avail of life and health insurance coverage within the Gcash app with GInsure to start protecting yourself from medical emergencies such as COVID-19, dengue, and also accidents.
We know that buying insurance is both a financial and emotional decision, but the process of acquiring one doesn't have to be complicated. Our partnership with Singlife allow us to offer fuss-free protection that is easy to purchase, manage, and made even more affordable with GInsure. In fact, today we've already protected hundreds of thousands of Filipinos. But given that the COVID-19 cases are still rising and we're uncertain as to when we can get our vaccines, we want to help protect more Filipinos with the next best alternative, insurance for yourself and your families. Jerome, can you tell us more about what to expect with G-Insure?
Sure, JF. So with G-Insure, we want to connect every Filipino to convenient and affordable protection wherever they are. So for less than 50 pesos a month, you can avail of insurance that protects you from costs due to dengue, which is especially relevant with the upcoming rainy season. And we know that COVID-19 is very much rampant, and that's why we and our partner Singlife have added a free COVID-19 rider to protect you against costs due to COVID-19. Benefits stretch to as high as 421,000 per person to help cover medical expenses due to COVID-19 and dengue. On top of that, you also now have access to insurance products that replaces your family's income in case the stream gets cut due to an accident or any cause through our newly released Cash for Income Loss products. And from those users who have already availed of these packages, their feedback has been that it's been very easy to purchase. With just a tap of a button, you're now able to insure yourself and your family. All you have to do is, on the Gcash app, tap on G-Insure, select your product. In this case, I'll choose Cash for Dengue and COVID-19 costs. Here, you'll see your benefits, what's covered and not covered. Then click on Buy Now. Select if you're purchasing for yourself or your family. In this case, of course, I'll purchase for myself. Click Next. Select the tier. In this case, I want to be fully protected, so I'll choose Gold. Now, review your details. Select your gender. In this case, there's no need to fill up a new form. Just tap Buy Now. Just like that, you're now insured against dengue and COVID-19 costs. Availing of our other products are as simple and straightforward as that. And stay tuned because we're working with many credible partners to offer you a lot more exciting insurance products, including health, life, accidents, vehicle, travel, gadget, cyber, property, and many more, to ensure that your lifestyle is secured from any unforeseen event. Just a few of a lot more exciting products we will roll out soon throughout the year, and I can't wait to share these with you soon. So keep your eyes peeled.
Finally, we acknowledge that not everyone is in a position to save or invest, and we want to be able to help every Filipino with their financial needs. And I have a story I would like to share with you all to help us envision what the next frontier is for Gcash. Let me introduce you to Agnes. She's a housewife with a small sari-sari store whose family, like many, was impacted by the pandemic. Her husband's income was reduced dramatically because of the adjusted working hours. Being an avid Gcash user, she was able to unlock 3,000 pesos of G-credit. This may sound like a small amount to some, but to Agnes and her family, it relieved some of their financial burden. Agnes shared that it was better than borrowing money from other people. Madaling mag-apply at na-extend ko yung budget. G-credit helped her with grocery supplies during the pandemic. And because we give users the opportunity to increase their credit limit the more they use the app, it continues to help her even more. Mabilis tumaas yung credit limit, kaya po madalas ko siyang nagagamit. Theirs is a story of what our financial services are all about and where we want to go with it. We want to be there for our Filipinos, whether it be in times of emergencies or time of growth, by being able to provide easily accessible cash loans and better installment rates. To provide that assurance through security and accessibility is something we're proud to be able to provide and something that we want to extend even further this 2020. The pandemic forced us to think outside the box. We took it to heart to create innovative solutions to provide safety and security at the comfort of our homes. Before, the idea of having a saving account, investing, and getting insured and accessing credit seemed far-fetched until Gcash made it easier, possible, and accessible in one single app. At Gcash, we want to be able to make Filipino lives better every day, and we hope that unlocking these financial services will allow Filipinos to envision a brighter future for themselves and their families. Before we close out our program, I'd like to invite my colleague, Chito Maniago, to talk to you more about how you can join us in making Filipino everyday lives better.